midnight. Yeah, he could have delivered them any other time, but he waited for midnight. When the children of Israel were supposed to leave Egypt, God waited for midnight. There are some things God will do at midnight. That means we must understand what is called gates of time. Oh, yes. So we went to that particular spot where these thousands of teachers will gather. We picked the same soil and we spoke to it. We commanded this confusion and the strike to come to an end. We spoke to the soil to say, let no one come back here. It was on a Friday into Saturday midnight, Saturday night, Sunday, Monday. The whole thing was dissolved. Yes. Just less than 2 days later, the whole thing was totally and completely dissolved out of the nation, out of the land. To this date, it has never come back. Why? Because somebody was there that had an understanding, but the understanding did not come me being in one place. I had to learn also to travel to go certain places. There are some things you will never get as long as you never sacrifice, including to travel. There are some things that you never get. There are some things that you'll never get even if you don't sacrifice at this level. You're already sacrificing towards building HHICC. And here you are sacrificing even further. There are some things that will only come because you are sacrificing at particular levels. And God brings them your way. Yes. God does. We had some crazy people that came around our neighborhood where we're staying, where the church was. In 2007, it was in 2007 that we were praying, fasting and praying in January. And the Lord says, starting now, I want you to begin to learn to pray at the gates of time. Gates of what? Gates of time. What is that? And for sure, somebody came running to me a few days later. Pastor, there are very limited copies. I was told to come and give you one copy. And he gave me a book on the gates of time. And I began to understand another dimension of prayer that I had not had any idea of. And I realized that you as a child of God, you have to understand a lot about gates. Yes. And the gates of time. That not all time is the same. That is why even in a hotel, they are specific to say breakfast is served between 6 and 10. After that, there is no breakfast. They'll tell you lunch is served between 12 and 2. After that, there is no lunch. But you can still decide to eat lunch at 6 p.m. if you wanted to. Did you know that? But there's time which is called lunch time. That means it is a time that you can maximize the food in your body. Because there's a time when you eat after certain hours, food does not dissolve in your body. It just stays there. You understand? It just stays. And it decides to go where it wants. You know food has got a way of going where it wants.